If you are a maritime professional, you must have heard the term IMO 2020 lately. IMO 2020 is a regulation that has shaken the maritime industry and the fuel oil market. So what is IMO 2020? In the year 2016, during the 70th session of the Marine Environment Protection Committee or the MEPC meeting in London, the International Maritime Organization took a landmark decision which will enforce a new regulation from 1st of January 2020. According to this regulation, the marine sector emissions in international waters will be slashed even outside the emission control areas such as the North American coast. The ships now will have to reduce sulfur emission by over 80% by switching to lower sulfur fuel. The current maximum fuel oil sulfur limit of 3.5 weight% will fall to mere 0.5 weight%. This regulation will see the largest reduction in the sulfur content of a transportation fuel undertaken at any time. So the next question is, why this reduction and why now? One of the pillars of IMO is MARPOL, that is, prevention of marine pollution by ships in international waters. The ships uses the lowest grade of fossil fuel today, known as heavy fuel oil, along with other refined products such as marine gas oil, diesel oil, intermediate fuel oil, etc. Most of the marine fuels which are used on board ships use high sulfur up to 3.5 weight%. The burning of this fuel in ship's main engine, boilers or generator engines produces exhaust containing sulfur oxide, which then reacts with water, oxygen and other chemical to form sulfuric acid and secondary inorganic aerosols. Sulfur is also an ozone depleting substance which cause harmful rays reaching the Earth's surface. This then mixes with water and other compounds in the atmosphere and turns into acid rain, which is harmful not only to the environment but also to the humans, causing diseases like asthma, lung cancer, stroke and other pulmonary diseases, etc. Actually, this is not at all recent. If we follow the previous IMO unfoldings, the first reduction came in force in 2005 with 4.5 weight% of sulfur cap. Later in the year 2012, it was further reduced to 3.5 weight%. The decision to make it 0.5% in 2020 was taken way back in 2008 and it got ratified in 2016 in the 70th session of MEPC meeting. So this is not sudden and ship owners got ample time to prepare for this regulation. Following a typical business mind setup, most of the shipping companies did not expect the regulation will come into force so early, even after the resolution was adopted on 28th October 2016. Shipping company still believed that implementing such a strict regulation will not be possible, at least till 2020. However, as the time approached, everyone realized the doomsday is near. Now everyone is rushing to the shipyard for fitting different equipment or retrofit the ships to ensure they comply with IMO 2020 and not get fined or detained by the different regulatory authorities. Hence, we are looking at such a hype for IMO 2020. One of the biggest impacts is the rise in operating and preparation cost of the ships. To understand the impact on the ship owners, let's first understand how current ship owners can comply with this regulation. Reduction in sulfur content can be done by fitting an exhaust gas cleaning system which will treat the exhaust and reduce the SOx emission to the desirable limit value. Shifting to a cleaner, compliant fuel such as low sulfur fuel oil. shifting to alternate fuel such as liquefied natural gas, methanol, ethanol, or biofuel. Using shore power when in port. While complying with this new regulation, the shipping company will have the following impact. Huge cost in fitting an exhaust cleaning system, which can go from 6 to 12 million US dollars per ship depending upon the size of the ship. Maintenance and operating cost of the exhaust cleaning system. Higher fuel bill if switching to cleaner and compliant fuel. For a company having a fleet of 200 to 250 ships, the cost can go up to 1 to 1.5 billion US dollar when using liquefied natural gas as a fuel, which is costly. The owner needs to modify the engine and boiler for the consumption of LNG, which will incur additional cost. This all can cost up to 20 to 30 million US dollars per ship to the owner. Apart from these investments to procure technology or the compliant fuel, the ship owner will need to invest in training of the seafarers for the technology fitted on board, such as exhaust scrubber, etc. Clean and dedicate a tank for low sulfur fuel. Make arrangement to store liquefied natural gas on board ship. Make arrangement to bunker liquefied natural gas on board ship. Fuel oil transfer line modification to avoid contamination of fuel. To acquire compatible grade of lube and cylinder oils. Modification in engine and boiler to burn LNG fuel. Comply with documents and paperwork of the compliant fuel. There is no doubt that this new regulation will have a significant positive effect on the environment. However, the increased cost of cleaner ocean freight shipping would get passed along to the shipper and eventually to the consumer. Over to you. What are your views on this new regulation, that is IMO 2020? Let us know in the comments below. If you have any questions or suggestions, please drop your comments below and we will get back to you at the earliest. If you like this video, please subscribe to Marine Insight channel and press the bell icon to get notified when we post such amazing videos. Please like, comment and share this video, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel.